Come in. Yes, Fred?
About my request for an increase, you were going to let me know.
Oh, yes. Meant to talk to you last week. Couldn't get it through, friend. I recommended you, but things are pretty tight. Frankly, I think you rate a raise. I'm sorry, but...
Saying no is one of the most important parts of a manager's job. Not because it gets you any place, but because doing it wrong is dangerous, can weaken morale, and cause ill will. The manager we just heard was certainly saying no raise in the wrong way. But let's take what he said apart and see specifically where he went wrong. There are, in fact, 9 precautions which, if observed, will protect you from demotivating those under you. Listen to the manager once more.
Oh, yes. Meant to talk to you last week.
Give your answer when promised. The manager had indicated he would give Fred his answer the week before. Promising a decision by a specific date convinces an employee that you're taking his request seriously, that it will be given active consideration, and that you respect him too much to keep him on the hook indefinitely. That's one precaution our manager did observe. But then he fell down on the next. Give the answer when promised. Delay after the promised date does nothing but increase tension, with the result that the disappointment of being turned down may be magnified all out of proportion to its significance. So remember those 2 precautions. Promise a decision by a definite date. Give your answer when promised. These precautions apply equally, whether you're saying no to suggestions or requests. The man who makes what he thinks is a creative suggestion has laid his ego on the line, just as much as when he asks for a raise. Now, let's get back to our bumbling manager and listen to his next error.
Couldn't get it through, Fred. I recommended you, but things are pretty tight.
Frankly, this manager sounds like a messenger boy for somebody else. At least, that's how he's bound to sound to Fred. Fred is likely now to think he should have gone over the manager's head in the first place. The rule here is, accept the responsibility. Don't try to blame anyone else. Now, what did our manager say next?
Frankly, I think you rate a raise. I'm sorry, but...
Don't apologize. That's clear precaution number 4. Any attempt to butter up the employee after rejecting his request or suggestion looks like an effort to absolve yourself of what you knew was a bad decision. Now, let's listen to another manager illustrate the devastating results of ignoring one more of our 9 precautions.
Yes, Marcia?
Mr. Wallace, I have a suggestion.
Sure.
You know the file cabinet where we keep salesmen's reports? Well, I thought if we moved it down the hall, down by the door to the other secretarial office.
Wallace? No, I can come over right now. Got to run, Marcia. You can tell me later.
Now, let's come back to Wallace's office 2 days later.
Good morning.
Mr. Wallace.
Good morning, Marcia.
About the file cabinet, Mr. Wallace, before you get too busy.
Oh, yes. Went right out of my mind. Maybe this afternoon. Don't let me forget.
Yes, sir.
And 1 week later.
If only we could move the cabinet with the sales reports, I'd have room for all those...
Marcia, they're all right where they are. Now, will you get your book, please?
And 2 weeks later.
Good morning, Marcia.
Good morning, Mr. Wallace. Mr. Wallace, I have something to tell you. I'm leaving a week from Friday.
What?
I imagine nobody was surprised but Wallace at that resignation. The precaution that Wallace failed to follow was a simple one. Consider all proposals seriously. Not to consider a proposal seriously implies a certain contempt for the intelligence of the person making it. Yet, under pressure of time, worries, or pressing decisions, any of us can be tempted to give a suggestion less consideration than it deserves. There are 3 more precautions to this business of saying no, all having to do with the atmosphere you, as an executive, create in your department or operation. They are: prepare the way, keep hopes reasonable, follow up. You won't get any ideas, suggestions, or requests if your men don't believe you are receptive to ideas. Anything but a definite green light from you is likely to be interpreted as a red light, so periodically make it known that you want ideas. But keep hopes reasonable. That means complete frankness in contacts with those under you. Sometimes executives refrain from crushing an employee's hopes because it seems more humane. Truth is, this is too often a rationalization for fear of being disliked by one's subordinates. Finally, follow up. This is general good practice for all executive actions, but particularly in dealing with the man who has been interested and involved enough to want to make a suggestion to you. To never refer to his idea again would indicate you never took it seriously. So, keep relations with the recently turned down employee as normal as possible. All of these 9 clues to successful no-saying are based on one assumption: that candor and respect between executives and employees is better for morale in the long run. This has been a Nation's Business presentation.